so I thought I'd take a crack at Jared Leto this time for a tutorial. He is going to be in the upcoming Suicide Squad movie as the new Joker. So I figured this would be a good one for taking a crack at. I've already gone ahead and blocked him out. Basically, when I see him, he's very long face. Everything's directed towards the eyes. His long hair elongates his face even more. Everything about this gentleman is all eyeball. So his T-zone is really going to be where I'm going to focus in on. If you've ever seen him in different pictures or in concert, movies, things like that, especially Dallas Buyers Club and stuff, you know that he is a fan of, you know, makeup, mascara, putting on a show, being okay with how pretty his eyes are, basically is where I'm going. And he knows that all of the attention is right there at his eyes, and I'm going to go ahead and just accentuate them. That's going to be my main focus here in this picture. So I'm going to get started here by putting in his jawline. I've got basically matching cheekbones, and then a little bit of a zigzaggy line going through for his chin, for his beard. All the lines are nice and pretty much the same. They're varied, but he has a thicker beard, so I want to go with that nice big wig look rather than drawing every single hair. Okay, so through the neck here it is nice and thick, but on a skinny guy, so I'm not really going to give him too much attention down here because I'm going to cover a lot of this with hair anyway, but I do still want to make it interesting. Alright, so this is basically going to be his neckline. A little bit of his collar in here, and add the shadow back here so that we know it wraps around his neck. Gives it a little bit of a wrap. If you wanted to, you could also make sure that his collar comes up over his shoulder and makes it look again like it's wrapping up and behind his neck. At this point this holds water, so I'm going to go ahead and continue filling in his hair. It's not a lot of volume up here, so I'm not worried about putting volume there that's not on a guy. On a girl, I probably would, just because that's a female issue. They like a lot of volume in their hair. But this guy, he has all of his weight down by the shoulders, so I'm going to go ahead and respect that and keep it where it is. His hair holds water here, so I'm going to go ahead and stop. If I wanted to, I could come back in and give it lots of direction lines and locks and things. Since his hair changes colors and it goes from dark brown to this gold, kind of a blonde color, I could come through and do a few extra locks. So I'll show you. There we go. Wrap around behind the neck. Always want to keep it darker even if it is blonde. But all of these lines are going to go with the direction of the hair and always coming from the part or coming off of another lock of hair. And if you want to make it disappear in the middle like that, you got to hide it behind another lock of hair. So this one here, I'll make it come up to the top. And then when you get up to the top for your parts and stuff, go ahead and hide some hair. Make it go like that. Makes it a little darker and stuff. I'll go ahead and do one over here too, just so that it's kind of even. Just follow the curl of the hair. Doesn't have to do anything but tell a story and wrap properly around the head. There we go. So I'm just going to end it off like that. When I color it, I can put in more. Okay, so I'm going to start north to south. You can do whatever direction you want, but I start north to south. For his eyes here, all the attention, like I said. But when you go just for the eyebrows themselves, they're just rectangular. They're very thick. I'm not very worried about what they're doing. I just want to make sure that they really don't have any shape to them and that they're thick. So I'm going to fill it in just like this. Make sure that they kind of match. If I wanted to, I can bring it out even a little further because they go behind the hair over here. So I'm just going to maybe do that. Alright, as far as his eyes, they are almost different shapes, but I'm just going to treat it like this. 1 line, 2 line, 3 line. Cute, nice, simple, dark. And like I said, for a gentleman, he knows that he has long eyelashes and such, so I'm going to go ahead and play that up a touch. And for the eyes, you'll triple circle and put in the shadow every time. Under your highlight, be sure it's highlighting something, so put color over here. And since he has these lighter, what are these, green hazel eyes, I'm just going to leave it just like that. Now for his nose, because all the attention is split between his beard and mouth area and his eyes, I don't really even have to pay attention to his nose so much. I could make it really teeny weeny and it would still work just fine. But I'm going to choose to just go this direction. And then straight into his mouth. Mouth is smaller than the nose. It's not a huge smile, anything like that. I'm not really going to worry about it. But for his mouth, he does have a very distinct upper lip. When I was going through all the reference pictures, and of course watching him in the movies and stuff, when he speaks, there's something about his mouth. You just have to keep watching it. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look at his work, go ahead and do it, because there are certain things that draw you in and certain things that keep you there. So anyhow, there we go. As far as facial hair and most everything, it all directs towards the nose. And it's a pretty full beard, so I'm going to go ahead and fill it in this way, following the shapes of the face. He doesn't have any hair here or here, so I'm going to keep that open too. And then since it is darker, for black and white, I would go ahead and fill it in just a touch. Everything pointing towards the center of the face. But I don't want to get, too detailed in it. So I'm just going to kind of break off through here. So there you go. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it just like this and call it quits. And I could put more into it when I get to the color. Alright, well thank you very much for watching.